as an MMA fighter to the fastest growing sports league in the world. The PFL, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to have your brains blown as Jake Paul just delivered an utter bombshell about his boxing career. And believe me, this is huge. You already know Jake has been reinventing the fight game.
I've already disrupted boxing, and now it's time to disrupt MMA. I know this is such a tough sport, and it's not going to be easy.
If you have been tracking his path from YouTube sensation to professional boxer. But what he disclosed this time takes things to a whole other level. So grab your popcorn, relax down, and let's break this down. All right.
And not to mention that these champions get $1 million when they win. Join the PFL, baby.
Let's somewhat reverse a little. Jake Paul is not your usual boxer, as everyone is aware. Unlike most professionals, this individual did not rise via the amateur levels. He began off as a content maker, making us laugh and grimace on...
I talked to Nikisa an hour ago.
The
point is, yeah, I talked to Nikisa an hour ago. Two things are happening. Jake is super successful in boxing. Whether you love Jake or hate Jake, we can all agree, that guy's the man.
And YouTube. But sometime along the road, Jake decided he wanted to switch memes for gloves and go into the squared circle. And let's be fair, most folks believed it was simply a gimmick, a clout-chasing stunt. But oh boy, did...
When it comes to generating attention and revenue and viewership with his boxing career. And it's more successful than it was when we signed him on the boxing side. That has delayed MMA. That's delayed MMA because he's killing it.
Jake proved them wrong. His early bouts were against other influencers and former sportsmen. And sure, people weren't exactly taking him seriously. But then came the knockouts. One by one, Jake began accumulating...
On the boxing side. So will MMA happen with PFL? Yes, it will. Has it been delayed? Yes, it has. My guess is fall of this year. But I don't think it's going to be before then. He's got so many things going on in boxing.
Up victories. Nate Robinson, lights out. Ben Askren, sent to the Shadow Realm. Tyron Woodley, twice. And although naysayers kept changing the goalposts...
And not only am I an MMA fighter now officially signed to an organization, but I am also a co-founder of the new PFL pay-per-view super fight division.
Jake kept turning up, continued battling, and kept winning. But here's the thing, Jake Paul has never been simply about the fights. The dude is a walking marketing machine. He's transformed boxing into a spectacle again.
Is absolutely the most lit thing in the world! All right, I need to calm down. But seriously, I'm excited.
Bringing in millions of pay-per-view buys, raking in big payouts, and attracting in a whole new generation of fans. Whether you love him or detest him, you've got to admit, he's
not balls then. I don't know what.
Revolutionized the game. And that takes us to the bombshell he just delivered. So what did Jake say? Well, in a recent interview, Jake Paul stated that he's not simply in this for the short term. He's not here to grab a fast bag and bounce. Jake Paul is...
I'm taking this seriously, okay? Yes, I still want to become a world champion in boxing.
Boxing for the long haul. That's right. He's not simply aiming to be a sideshow attraction. He's striving to become a true competitor. Someone who...
Love Jake or hate Jake, we can all agree, that guy's the man when it comes to generating attention and revenue and viewership.
Who's acknowledged in the sport for his talents, not simply his social media influence. And let me tell you, this is a game changer. Because let's face it, the boxing community has been rather split on Jake Paul. On one side, you've got the purists who believe he's a joke, a diversion from the real combatants.